Hey, what's up, guys? Mr. Woomer here. I just wanted to go a little bit over some technique here. A lot of you guys are going to be laying block to the line pretty soon, and what I noticed with some of the smaller projects is that you guys are using way too much mortar for what you need when you're putting your first course of block down. All you really need to do is, we're going to call this face shell spreading. When you look at the side of a block, this is the side that we would be putting downward into the mortar. You only need your ribbons of mortar to be here and here, okay? This, putting a huge pile the full length of where this block's gonna go, it's not necessary. For this block to be held up, you just need a ribbon of mortar here and a ribbon of mortar here. So when you're looking down here at our setup, we've got the line right here, which we're going to be using as a guide. You can tell right there, right at that edge, that's where you need your one ribbon, almost plumb straight down from the line. And then it's going to be hard for you guys to see, but I have a line snapped on the floor here, so you can tell where the other one is going to go. We've got our other ribbon going right there. Now, the mortar I'm using here is a little wet, but it's going to work. I'm kind of working backwards here so you guys can see, but you just toss it down right about where you're going to need it. All right. So when you put this block down, and I have my block all set to go here. I've got my mortar for the head joint already put on here. But when you're going to put this down, some of the mortar is going to push out either way, all right, as we're setting it down to the correct height. But it doesn't need to be covering the entire floor. It's just unnecessary. You want to try to put as many of these up with wasting as little mortar as possible. So with the two ribbons set here, and you could do this the entire length of this before we even start to set the block in here. But you really only need the outside edges of where the wall is going to go. And this here is an 8-inch wall. So the outside edges of these two ribbons, it's really only about 8 inches. Okay, so when this mortar, I'm going to go set our block here, but when this mortar pushes out, and it will a little bit, it's set, we'll be able to clean that out. So, just off of that line a little tiny bit, so we're in line. And this line is set level, so you know we're level this way. I don't need to carry around a 4-footer with me, but we're going to take the little torpedo, which we keep in our back pocket. Beautiful. And we have that block set properly. Haven't wasted a whole heck of a lot of mortar here. We could reuse this. A little bit that came out on the opposite side. Same thing, toss it right back in, and we're ready to set the next block. But you can see, I really didn't just put some huge pile of mortar here. There was very little. There was just enough, and I'm even gonna hold this up. I'm gonna give you guys a look here. But inside here, you can kind of see how the mortar was only displaced a little bit. But there we have it. One block set to the line, 4,000 more to go. But that's how you do it, all right? Thanks, guys. I'll see you next week, and some of you I'll see in class.